Okay, my name is James Williams Jr. This is Kung Fu Habit number 2. This video is going to be about Bigfoot. So whether you are a believer or a non-believer, it's up to you to keep watching or not watching. Now, this video will probably be at least 20 minutes long. Maybe not. It's debatable. I'm still trying to figure out how long I'm going to make the video, for the simple fact that there's a lot of disinformation and there's a lot of information. And you can Google anything Bigfoot and find tons and tons of myths, legends, and supposed evidence and not supposed evidence and all kinds of other things. And I will give you sites. I'm not going to put the links there because I don't know how to do any of that shit because I'm not a tech person. But I will give you the titles of the places you can go. There's Bigfoot Hunters. There's Watching Bigfoot. There's Strange but True Scary Stories. But those guys are great. They do mostly aliens and supernatural shit, including Bigfoot. And then the last one I'm going to probably send you to is Thinkerthinker. It's some shit to start with a T. Thinker, I think. I don't know. It's something with the word thinker in it, or thicker and thinker. Just keep Googling it until you find it. Anyway, these guys generally go after Bigfoots and stuff like that. Now, they also talk about the comparison of the original Bigfoot footage with Patterson and his friend in the woods on horses, and to see this big hairy thing that they aren't sure if it's a bipedal person or a person in a gorilla suit, and there's so many different ways of weighing that out. However, since the first sighting that was ever recorded was in California, I'm not from California, but I heard that it's pretty hot out there. And if it's pretty hot out there, I'm pretty sure that 20 minutes of footage that they were recording with their camera, whoever was in that awesome-ass gorilla suit was probably burning the fuck up. They also acknowledged that in some of the videos that you find about that, they acknowledged that the gorilla or bipedal or Bigfoot, whatever you want to believe it is, was also female. That being said, you know, we have to wonder, could these things really exist? I'd like to say, because I don't have the picture in my phone anymore, I don't think. I'm pretty sure I don't. But there was a Bigfoot sighting in Virginia at least a year ago, maybe 2 years ago. I'm pretty sure I don't have it in my phone. But you can probably Google it. Elmore County game wardens or conservation officers are the ones that took the picture. So, like I said, if they do exist, I don't know why the game wardens didn't try to trank the damn thing, or whatever. But you know, what can you do? Sorry. Sorry. Again, sorry. I know you see these lights. Lights! Anyway, that being said, sorry for the interruption. I'm not going to stop to make this motherfucking video. The lights, woman, the lights! I'm recording, man! Well, we're just going to keep going and pretend like that didn't happen. Wayne's World. Anyway. The Elmore County Conservation officers did take a picture of something in the woods in Nelson County, Virginia. You have to Google it. I don't know if I can Google it and find it. We don't know if it was a hoax. It very well could have been a hoax. Let me try, since I so totally got screwed by my mom screaming about not seeing my damn lights. Damn it. I forgot what I was going to say. Let me just use the word Conservation officers take picture of Gigantopithecus in Albemarle County, Virginia. Let's see if this does it. Yep, found it. Awesome. Come on, get off the screen. Okay, first let's get rid of that. So, this being said, this was like last year, I think. I can tell you in a New York minute. July the 6th, long after the 4th of July, Bigfoot, blah, blah, blah. I just want to get to the year. It's not going to give me the year. Oh, they have video. Bigfoot spotted in southern something or another. I got everything but what I need. I wanted to know the year. They're not giving me the damn year. It is approximately 1 p.m. The officers encountered the Sasquatch and mentioned the story that will break more than hopefully learn more about it so far. Photo has been shared on Facebook more than 74,000 times. If anyone has any further information, please contact us. If my phone plays this, I will show it to you. Okay, my phone's playing something. Oh, come on. There we go. Get bigger. I don't know what the hell is this going on. This is some Halloween bullshit. Oh, it's a dude talking. Okay. This might take a minute. Why I can't turn up the volume.
Bigfoot, Sasquatch, the big guy.
Okay.
Was...
Sorry, I gotta start all over again. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna give you guys.
You wouldn't believe what I just saw on Facebook. Bigfoot, Sasquatch, the big guy. I was on Facebook, and there's a picture, a news clip that they found in southern Albemarle County, Virginia. And the reason why I say it's kind of like holy shit is because this kind of thing doesn't happen around here. It's a very conservative, area, community or whatnot. I'm in Central. I'm not really quite in the southern Albemarle County, but I just wanted to articulate about Bigfoot. And I'm going to quote a line from Independence Day. I've been saying it for years, So let me ask you people, do you believe in the possibility of a huge beast that's been living in the woods, in the mountains all over North America, all over the world, something like it? Do you believe in the possibility that something like this exists? I entertain the possibility that maybe. I've talked to my dad about this. I used to kind of... Anyway, I asked him about it, and, he thinks it's all bullshit. And as for me, I don't know. I see a clip of a dark figure, and I'm going to show that clip in just a second here. That's going to pop up. I personally think that what if he's all friendly?
Not my voice, but
Hope that wasn't his clip.
Something like this out there? Could it exist? And holy shit! Southern Albemarle. I used to go fishing back in the day. I went fishing down there. I always thought there was something off about that
Damn
area.
it!
I've been in the woods. I've been all over different parts of Virginia. I've been hiking. I've never been camping. But anyway, I just wanted to talk to you guys about it. I'm going to show that clip, and you can read the actual news publication itself, and you make your take on it. What do you think? Costume, Photoshop, but this is a news clip, so I don't know. Is it real? And if it is real, do any of y'all want to ever go camping again? Because I sure as shit probably won't. Well, I don't really go in the woods anymore like I used to, but the bottom dollar is this. What if he's real? What if while y'all are out there roasting your damn marshmallows, this sucker is sitting there grinding his teeth just dreaming about having a meal? Or then again, what if he just came out and he started just a random thing, and he came up to you and he started talking? Ooh. Anyway, I just wanted to talk about this. It's a very small little vlog here. Sasquatch. Check it out. Wonderful week. I hope y'all had a good 4th of July and you didn't have Bigfoot chase your asses out of the woods. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned. There'll be more stuff coming up. Slap the like button, hit subscribe, and watch out for Sasquatch. And that's all I've got to say. Y'all take care.
Alright, I don't know who this guy is, but thank you, because I'm just using your video for my video. Yeah, for the most part, I wanted to put that out there because I live in Charlottesville, Virginia, and it happened somewhere down in like Nelson County or Howardsville. I have to find it, but it's been shared, and 2 conservation officers from Virginia posted this thing. The Department of Game and Fishing. Let's see, where the hell is it? Now, here's the thing about myth and legends. I tell you guys I was doing a Bigfoot video. So, now that you've seen that, with the exception of the people who kept like sending me messages and shit and like totally fucking up the video. Now, does it make you want to have more questions? Or less questions? Oh shit, went right back to it. I'm not really good with tech. Outside of a TV remote control. Now here's the thing. Again, Native Americans have strong tribes in certain places of certain states. And the Cherokee Nation is more Oklahoma than here in Virginia, but we do exist in Virginia. The thing is, if these things do exist, there's a reason why they probably want to be left alone. And if you go to all the places that I tell you, like Thinkerthinker or whatever, just go to all the strange stuff, and they'll take you to all the leads just like Google Bigfoot or type up Bigfoot. Somebody's video is going to show up somewhere. We have it here in Virginia. We should probably think about this stuff. But for everybody who's going out hunting these damn things or looking for them or whatever, my only question so that I can end this video is, do you really think that's a good idea? Or are you not worried that it might be worse to find it than to not find it? That theory about poking a bear with a stick and thinking, oh, well, it's not going to do anything. It's just a bear. What the fuck can it do? Well, a bear's hand compared to a human hand or a bear's paw is like 5 times your size. It is the size of my entire freaking head, or at least my chest, and I'm not trying to get fucked up by one of them. Here's the thing about an animal, though. Not all animals can be domesticated. Bigfoot, what do we consider him? Do we consider him a myth? Do we consider him a legend? Do we consider him an animal? That is for you scientists to figure out. I just want to know the truth. If they exist, I'm actually okay with it. It's not like I'm going to go ask them for a cup of sugar. I'm also not going to get in their way. But I will only ask them one thing. Don't mess with my pets or my family, and above all else, Do not shoot a deuce in my yard. Other than that, I don't have a problem with them. No. Also, don't fuck with my trash. No, it's hell enough for me to clean the shit up. I don't need you to just, like, mess shit up. If you're hungry, knock on the front door. I'll leave you some biscuits or something, but don't fuck with the trash. I'm James Wincombe Jr. All jokes aside, we don't know. And a lot of us fear the unknown. But when it comes to things like Bigfoot, a lot of people just live in the crazy curiosity section of their brain where I have to go find it. I have to go find it. I'm going out in the woods. I'm going to look for this big, gigantic thing that's like 8 to 10 feet tall. For the record, the shortest Bigfoot is 6'2". The largest Bigfoot on record has been supposedly 9.5 to 10 feet tall, which means these things probably don't have no small growth spurts. The 6-foot one was probably a female, and the one that's like 8 to 10 feet tall is probably a male. Then again, it might be like our society where you have tall women and tall men, you have short women and short men. I will say this though, if that thing can look into my window at night while I'm sleeping, I really don't want to go looking for it. Especially if it can find me and I can't find it because of that old legendary saying of what's there in the daytime is there in the nighttime. I like to chalk that up to some BS because sometimes what's there in the daytime isn't there at nighttime, or sometimes what's there in nighttime isn't there in daytime. I guess it depends on how you look at it. I will probably do more research before I make an alien video, but for Bigfoot, I'm going to make a second part. Alright? So I'm going to tell you some of the legends of Bigfoot from tribal legends. I don't know how much of this shit is actually accurate. You know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to keep going. I was going to stop and make a video, but I figured I probably wouldn't give you more than like maybe 10 minutes. So what's 10 minutes more? Okay. Again, please bear with me as I copy this one more time and paste it on your face. Myths and legends change tribally. Alright? Got that out the way? Myth and legends change tribally across the board. Every Native American tribe will have some of the same legends, but they have been changed either because of the words that don't match, or the description is off, or the legend itself is not the same legend, but the same legend. You don't understand that? Okay, so let's say you have one First Nations Wendigo versus American Indians who are not named as First Nation. So I don't know what Canada, if the First Nation is just what they call all the tribes, or if that's just they're actually tribe. I don't think it's a tribe called First Nation, but you know, generally speaking, you get what I'm saying. So let's be real, okay? You have the Manhattan Indians in New York, from New York to Niagara, New York, and Niagara, New York technically is part of Canada, depending on what part of the border you cross. And then you have, let's say you have Ojibwa. Ojibwa's not up in Canada. I know they're out west from here, from Virginia. But let's just say we have the Ojibwa and we have the Manhattan Indians. Alright, so if the Manhattan Indians believe that the Wendigo is this way, or there has been a case of Wendigo something or another itis in Canada. I was there when that happened. I just wasn't in that province. I was in Toronto, and that happened in, I think, Quebec City, where Mr. Lee cut the head off of a passenger on a trail. You guys can Google that shit. It's also been on one of the ID channels or in Destination America. They did the whole damn story about it, and he suffered from Wendigo psychosis. That's what it's called. Then, if you ask the Manhattan Indians about Wendigo psychosis, whereas you ask the Ojibwa, they may have a totally different legend, but it could still be the Wendigo. It just doesn't be named the Wendigo. Or let's go Manhattan Indians, and down here in South Florida, we would be some Apaches. Or let's say if you go closer to like maybe Georgia or God damn it, Chicago, Georgia, somewhere in there, Cheyenne. Hold on, I have a better way of doing this. I'm an idiot. I have the tribes that I need in my face the whole time, and regions because of this encyclopedia. And this is the Eskimo encyclopedia, so that clearly didn't work out the way I planned it. So let's get this one. This way I can give you regions and maps. Okay. So I'm going to give you 2 different tribes and their locations on the map. Alright. So here you have a map of all the places Native Americans are. Alright. From the tip of America to the bottom of South America. Here you have a whole bunch of tribal people. I guess I could probably just use this, but I don't want to do that. I want to give you an actual map and location so I can split the tribal people. And then I'll go back to that picture I just showed you about the people. Okay, cool. I have a map now. And it actually works out because the far north area, and we have the closer to where my ancestors are from. In fact, let me make sure my ancestors are actually in there. Okay, I got Crete, but I don't see Cherokee. Why is that? Yeah, I see Ojibwa too. How come Cherokee? Oh, there it is. I'm blind as hell without my glasses on when it comes to reading. Alright, so on this page over here, you have the far north. Up there is Canada. All the way up to like Greenland and Iceland and shit like that. That's Canada and stuff right there. That's where most people are known as First Nation to the Canadians. Now over here, you have, this is like Virginia, all the way down to like Florida, and then back up towards New York and stuff right there. If I had a modern day map, this would be easier to actually show you. My ancestors are down here where it says Cherokee. Right in there, okay? And up here, you have the First Nations groups of people. So, let me read off 2 different types, and you'll go from there. Alright, so, if you have, let's go with the Cree. No, let's not go with the Cree, because Cree also came down to be with the Crete. So, oh damn, Ojibwa's there too. Fucking A. Now you see why legends change, because you may have Ojibwa who's up there, and you may have Ojibwa who's down here. Okay? So we're going to go with the Abenaki for the Virginia type people down close to this place. Abenaki. And we're going to go with the Beaver. Alright. That wasn't supposed to be perverted. So, over here, Abenaki. Over here, Beaver. So if they all have the same legend, which would be like going with Ojibwa over here, because it's there at the very bottom next to Ottawa. Or if you want to go to Ojibwa here, if you look at this thing, Eskimos, if you look at this thing, I know you guys can't actually see it, but for here, Ojibwa is down at the bottom. Okay, let it focus. It's down there next to Ottawa, where my thumb fingernail is. Ojibwa is the top. Okay? Now if you go over here on this damn map, it's so hard to get like right up on there. Ojibwa is at the top. Right over there. Right at the top, right there. So, if you have Ojibwa in both of them, you know, you have a bit of an issue there. So, let's go with Ojibwa instead. If both of those tribes are up there, and one is down here, you have Ojibwa down here, and you have Ojibwa up there. So, let's say if they both know about the Wendigo, their legends would probably be the same. But if you go with the Abenaki and the Beaver, and their legends was of the Wendigo, their legends would probably be different because of the language barrier, which would give you a decisive information on disinformation. Because their legend would say the same thing, only in a different language, and to translate it, it would somewhere lose in translation, and then what the Beaver says and the Abenaki says would be totally different things. but they're pretty much in the same region because the journey back and forth. Now, also, a lot of the First Nation tribes probably were there first and moved down because if you go back far enough to the Great Splinter, because all tribes initially started in Asia and then they split, and that's where you get to come into this Eskimo stuff. Because this book's going to clearly say that Eskimos and Native Americans are more like cousins instead of actually being of the same people. Do not ask me. I think that they look the same to me. So we're going to pop that out, but I'm actually going to find it and read it. If I can remember how to spell Eskimo, that would be great. Totally like in the back of the book, I think. Yeah, here we go. Eskimo is of Mongolian stock. Alright? So here we go. It says, like the Indians, Eskimos belong to Mongolian stock. They have straight black hair and brown eyes and high cheekbones and wide in the face. But Eskimos are not Indians, yet have shorter arms and legs and smaller hands and feet and lighter skin than Indians. Okay, I may not be a complete genius, but let me reread that in case you guys didn't see it. Like the Indians, American Indians, Eskimo belong to Mongolian stock. Hey, asshat that wrote this. Like the Indians, Eskimo belong to Mongolian stock. Eskimos are Native Americans, for people who don't know. And for the asshole that wrote that before I was born. The Great Splinter is why they stayed up north when every other tribe splintered out east and south. Your environment changes your look, which is why Eskimos are lighter, but they are all still of Asian descent. So, that being said, when the languages change, when the tribes split into many tribes, everything went different directions. Ni hao is high in Chinese. Hao for many Native American tribes is high. Now don't ask me how many Native American tribes use the word how, okay? Because if I knew that, I would be able to tell you, and it wouldn't be like a stone cold lie. Since I don't know that, I'm not going to be able to tell you, and I don't want to be talked off as a fucking liar. Now, for these myths and legends, okay, some tribes, Bigfoot was their guardian. Some tribes, Bigfoot was their menace. That's why in my graphic novel, I chose to use the legend of Bigfoot as a guardian and not as a menace. I dabbled into these things because I wanted to get closer to my Native American roots. And to do that, sometimes it's better to learn more about your heritage, and sometimes it's better to learn more about your myths and legends. I don't know that much about my heritage because my great-grandmother Ada never took us to the reservation. She stayed in Smithville until she died. I wasn't invited to her funeral. No, I'm really sure I was invited. My mom just wouldn't let me go because I had to go to school. And she died about the time Ghostbusters came out, and the same time as Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome. So whenever I hear Tina Turner's "We Don't Need Another Hero," I think of my great-grandmother. That was just a side note. But anyway, the thing is that some tribes, Bigfoot, is not a menacing monster, but yet a guardian. And to appease some of the guardians, some of the tribes offered their squaw, young ladies, to the Bigfoot so that he wouldn't just take them. They was offered. These women were greatly revered as thank you to keeping the peace between the two fractions. And then there are some tribes with the legends that Bigfoot just took their damn women and they went out to hunt for them, and the Bigfoot took the women and slaughtered the hunters, so they started making these offerings so that Bigfoot wouldn't kill the entire tribe. And the women were taught from birth that this is your job. Now, this could be why Bigfoot looks more human in some legends and some not. Now, when you go into things like Coyote and Sasquatch and the relations, and when you go into Thunderbird or Deer Woman, and how most Native American folklore, when they talk about these things, why do they switch? They generally just switch because of language barriers. However, proving that these actually have happened is a challenge, because scientists only call Bigfoot Gigantopithecus, where those the Bigfoot enthusiast or Sasquatch enthusiast or the Yeti enthusiast, these people who really want to find out if this thing is out there, will dig up anything and everything. So here's my thing. Alright, you guys want to know about it. I want to know too. If you don't like my video, that's fine. If you can find me in the direction of that, that's fine. So, I'm going to continue on just a little bit because of the things that I've seen and the things that I want to talk about. Okay? So here's the thing. As I sip some more tea. Sci-Fi Channel, when they were on the Bigfoot kick, they always made the Yeti the bad guy. They never made him a good guy. They always made him the bad guy. Where in some legends of Native American folklore, he is not the bad guy. So when I made my graphic novel, I wrote it for the simple fact that I was against every one of the sci-fi movies that they made. Not because they were bad movies, but because they never looked at the other side of the Bigfoot spectrum. So, in my graphic novel, Bigfoot is actually the co-leader, but the deal that Coyote made was that he couldn't interfere. But Bigfoot took the war to the bad guys, etc., etc. Don't want to give too much of my graphic novel until I actually find a publisher to publish the damn thing. But that being said, Sci-Fi Channel has never made, not one time in all the Bigfoot movies that they've made, they have not one time made Bigfoot the good guy. Sci-Fi Channel, I did a job. Anyway, that being said, the whole thing that we have to deal with is that if they're not bad, do we hunt them or do we leave them alone? My advice is that we leave them alone, because it's not hard to make something into your enemy. We know that because as humans, we all have done something to someone and has made someone our enemy. Maybe not intentionally, but these things do happen. I want to close it out with this. What if the myth and legends are real? What if Bigfoot does exist? And what if all he wants us to do is just leave him alone and they will reveal themselves when necessary or as needed? What if they're getting ready for something from out there to come here, and they may be the only thing we know of that can stop them? No one's thinking like that. Most people are thinking, let's catch him and study him, or let's kill him. There are a lot of stories about Bigfoot on the internet. I advise you all to check them out. I'm not going to be a person to tell you to believe it, because I kind of believe them and I kind of don't. But every story that I've seen on the internet or every video, there have been maybe 2 or 3 of them that has painted Bigfoot in a positive light. Every other one that I've seen, and I've been watching a lot of them lately, have put Bigfoot in the middle light, and then there are some that just make him one evil son of a bitch. So the question is, what is the ethnic background of these people where Bigfoot is being evil versus where Bigfoot is being good? What is the gender? There has to be something that triggers him to have an evil impulse. Or maybe he's just naturally evil. We have no idea. But I will say this as I close out. There are some Native American tribes where Bigfoot is a guardian. There's some Native American tribes where Bigfoot is anything but that. You should probably keep this side in mind as I do this little demonstration. What I have before me is a quarter. See it? Your side, my side, and the truth. The truth is out there. When the time comes for it to be revealed, it will be. I'm James Williams Jr. This is Kung Fu Havoc number 2. I probably won't make any more videos before the night's done, but if I do, you can find them here on Kung Fu Havoc number 2. Be seeing you.